I'm gonna talk about something that's not so pleasant. And the way I'm going to do it is, I guess, talking about a different form of it, but it's still death. Going to happen. I've lost some pets. I've lost some sibling, relatives, family, friends. It happens. To approach this subject, hard to keep it light. So if I'm a little scattered here, it's probably because how fun is it really to stay on topic? Actually, this might be one of my most serious ones. I'm not going to try to making a joke out of this or finding the funny in what I'm saying. Wow, I have maybe laughed once. That is an audible wow. It's going to happen. Something that comes and goes within people's minds. And this is something that's going to be subconsciously a part of my mind this year. And I don't want it to be. But I've been using that term subconscious pretty incorrectly. I mean, not too incorrectly, just kind of replacing that term for a different term for just other things, really. And well, this is the time that this is going to soon. Not myself, by the way. I'm not going to, well, you never know, right? But I'm going to talk about this through the pets we've had. I'll start with fish. I've had fish, hamsters, and a dog. Really wanted a cat when I was a kid, but allergies prevented. We had a fish tank in the basement, and I'd visit them. It's weird to say that. I'd visit them. I guess you can sort of, kind of make it light by finding the funny out of it. Hit the funny on that one, huh? I think I maybe tapped on the fish tank a couple times. Like, inspired by Finding Nemo. That bratty kid is like, is it that bad? But I didn't do it as much as that kid, I would assume to be the case. Like, they make that kid out to be like more than a brat. More than just a brat, I'd say. So I hope their fishy life was not too hindered by my close encounters. Whenever they saw me coming by, oh, is he going to tap the glass? Fish memory. Blub, blub, blub. Well, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't have many memories. I just know that we had a beautiful tank, and I think we still have the tank. There was that one point when it was very allergy filled. I never cleaned the tank. It was always my mom who did that. And they survived for like a year. It wasn't cleaned for a long time. I fed them here and there, but I always had this like thing where I never fed them because I didn't know who fed them. Like, there should be like a little invention is like, has the pet been fed? And then you flip the sign that's like, yes. And then I was like, well, a house should just communicate. It was always the thing with our dog, was like, has the dog been fed? Sometimes my dog ate like 3 times per day. So we had hamsters when I was younger. Apparently like 3. Maybe 4 or more. I don't know. But they don't really last long. Maybe fish last a little longer. Depends on the type. Especially with those algae-filled fish. How they were eating the algae, I think. Enough about fish. Enough. Why is that the one I've talked about so long? We're just starting. I'm 25 years young. I can only hope that I will live to at least 3 times 75. I want to at least hit 2 times lengthier than the time I am. I mean, here's hoping 3 times. 100, right? Who knows? I guess you know when you kind of get there. You start knowing. Hamsters. There we had Pudgy and Pudgy Moo. I kind of remember the colors of them. I remember one of them being a little bigger than the other. I was really up close with them. I just recall being on my sister's bed. I think we had the cages in my sister's room. And just hanging out with them on the bed for longer than I should have. I didn't let them really even leave the bed. Well, you don't want them to fall off but I have such an attachment to those little guys. I probably will. I currently have a hamster right now, in case you didn't know. But I'll probably move on up to getting something more intelligent as I age. Who knows? Maybe hamsters are the most intelligent species. Smarter than humans. A lot of who knows. I mean, the topic is life. Should we really be calculating degrees of that stuff when it comes down? I loved the hamster beings. And we took them to our cabin, and I recall them being in the hamster balls, just running around and bonking into stuff. Not too many memories with them, though. And I lost one hamster last year. Within the same year that I made an episode of ToonTown of the episode 76 of Scribble. R.I.P. Is the same year I lost them. And it was just sudden. It was just... I don't want to get into that. I took care of him. And when he passed, I took care of him. It was in the middle of winter, so there really wasn't much I could have done. So no buried. And even when I wasn't there. He was there. He didn't like Mac Miller at first. Like, he would stop running on his wheel when that was played, but then he got into it. Shout out and RIP to both. And we had a dog named Ganja. Black Labrador mixed breed, really. It's hard to describe what he was. I hate that term, you know, when you realize it's a was. Sometimes you're about to say is. I don't hate the term was, I just hate that that's all there is to explain the being. Beautiful dog. Just like happy. Barked a lot at the cabin and loved to swim. We'd say 1, 2, 3, and they'd either be jumping in at 3 or before that, or we'd have to say jump and they'd jump in the water. He was basically a seal dog